What's going on, guys, and welcome back to our franchise mode series with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Season 4 coming at you. As always, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the video. The support helps me out a ton, and I appreciate every single one of you for being here. So let's get right into it, go over our lines, headed into our 4th season with the Leafs. Last year was such a tragic way to go out, up 3-1 before losing in 7 games to the Senators. Not much changed over the offseason aside from, letting go of Crosby. We got one of our young guys, Justin Poirier, 20 years old, already an 80 overall, low elite status. Listed as a sniper. I mean, so much power on the shots, really good skater, really physical. Defensive stats, not terrible, like 93 in stick checking. So pretty good there. Great puck skills as well for just 20 years old. He'll be playing on the second line with Tavares and Nylander getting a +5. Put Gabe Vilardi up on the first line, get a +2 with Matthews and Marner. So top 6 looks absolutely stacked. Third line here looks good, get a +1 there. And then our fourth line of Robertson, Sharangovich, and Neighbors, just pretty good guys all around. You got 2 snipers and a 2-way forward, so kind of a weird makeup there, but they've been playing well. Can't complain about that. Otherwise, forward group looks really good. Defense here, Sandin and Clark, no change to that top pairing. They've been playing so well together. Liljegren and Carlo get a +2, so it'll be like an 84 and an 86 on a second pairing is really good. And then Kulak and Mayfield here, locking it down on that third pairing. Great shutdown pairing. As far as goalies go, we got Gustafsson and Aiden Hill backing him up, so I feel pretty confident in this team. One thing I do want to mention is that John Tavares here, 36 years old, so the likelihood of his overall and potential starting to drop this season is pretty high now. His contract is ending with us, so, he might want an extension, but he's someone that I am going to try and trade this season. Because, I don't want to let him go for nothing, and I don't want to have to shell out a ton of money in free agency or overpay on a blockbuster trade or something like that to get a younger guy in here. But just a heads up, at some point this season, whether it's before the deadline or at the deadline, I will be looking to move Tavares and get, just a young guy that we can sign long term. Again, gotta be forward thinking here with this team. So that'll be something to look out as we go through this season. But as always, we are going to sim out to the new year and see how we're doing then. All right, guys, so looking here, I'm going to try and make a trade to Detroit. As you can see there, our record there is right now. Trying to get Ivan Fedorov here from Detroit, 20 years old, 84 overall, listed as a 2-way forward. Really good stats all around and continuing to develop. John Tavares, his trade value is starting to drop a little bit, even though, his stats and his overall haven't dropped yet. Also offering up Amarov here, 25 years old, 83 overall. Not really going to grow anymore for us in our first round pick this season. Let's see, value's definitely on our side and see what they say to this. Trade rejected. Okay. And I guess did I send this to them when oh my God, I think I did. Let's see what we can do here. Would they take maybe add a 4th onto this? I mean, not really overpaying by just adding a 4th here, but let's see. Oh, they're gonna take that. All right, let's do that. So let's just make sure. So we got Tavares, Amarov, a 1st and a 4th this season for Fedorov here. He's got 2 years left on his entry-level deal. I do like this trade for us. Again, I don't want to risk losing Tavares for nothing, so let's do it. All right, guys, just showing updated lines after that trade for Fedorov. We're going to put him in here on the 3rd line, get a +2. Move Sharangovich up to 2nd line. They get a +3, so we'll be playing like an 86. Pretty nice. And we called up Lacert here, put him on the 4th line, 79 overall, 20 years old. Not bad. Was playing pretty well in the AHL, actually. So calling him up, give him a chance on the 4th line there, and this team looks pretty good. All right, guys. So at the start of the new year here, um, our file save name is definitely accurate. We are in shambles right now. I really don't know how we are at 500 right now, 16, 16, and 2. Um, literally 8 points out of that wild card spot. Kind of ridiculous. Might look to change the lines around again, but pretty weird that we're just not performing with the roster we have, considering we didn't make a ton of changes from last season. So we're going to take a look at the lines, but overall this is just really weird. But head out to the trade deadline and see what we can do. Alrighty, so at the trade deadline, we have fought our way back into playoff contention with a record of 35, 23, and 4. Good for third in the Atlantic. Only 3 points ahead of that wild card spot though, so it's going to be really tough to hold on to that. We really have to just play really well past the trade deadline here. As you can see, 6, 3, and 1, so we started finding more consistency as the year went on. I did switch up the lines and it seemed to be working much better. Show you what they look like now. So that top line is popping off this season. Actually moved Blaine up to the second line, playing with Fedorov and Marchment. They've been doing pretty well. Poirier dropped down to the third line with Sharangovich, and actually Nylander here down on the third line. And then Neighbors, Robertson, and Lessert on the fourth line there. The reason I put Nylander was I felt our lines were just a bit too top heavy. Our bottom six, their minus was plus minus, as you can see there, -6. So that's much better. Sharangovich here was at a -24. So they were definitely playing better. Poirier there was also at like a -20 something earlier in the year. So putting these guys together has certainly improved with the depth and just kind of like the skew of the players of our lineup here. As you can see, second line there, +5, a +10, and a +5. So they're doing what we need them to do, and we like to see that here. So I think the line changes worked, and this is what we're going to roll with into the trade deadline. I'm not sure if we want to make any moves just yet. Maybe bring in a real depth guy to help shore up the defense on the bottom six there. Alright guys, so I'm trying to make a small trade with Arizona here, trying to get Barrett Hayton in exchange for Sharangovich, one of our prospects, and a 4th rounder next season. Hayton here, 83 overall, 26 years old. Pretty good defensive stats there, a little bit better than Sharangovich is. So I think, it says he'll fit in the bottom 6 in penalty killing, so I think it's probably worth it to go after him here. Could provide a little bit better depth defense as far as our forwards go. Let's see what they say to this. And there we go. All right, so we get some depth there. Sharangovich again, -10 on the year. Not really what we want to see. So I like that trade. Jack Quinn here, actually. They never signed him, which is unfortunate, but he was asking for like a crazy amount of money. So I kind of understand, but I like that trade. I'm not sure what else we want to do, but we'll take a look. All right, then I'm also trying to make a 1-on-1 swap with Colorado, trying to get Driedger in exchange for Hill. You can see Hill's numbers this season just not playing well at all. Oh, fuck, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, so we had an unfortunate mishap where my connection dropped and I hadn't saved the game yet, so headed into the trade deadline. So we're back at 16, 16, and 2. Gonna make my line changes again, and hopefully we can repeat and what we were doing. We started winning a lot of games, so we gotta hope for the best here. That was really unfortunate. Alright, so headed into the trade deadline. I did remember to save my game now, and lucky us, we did start winning again. Back into the wild card spot with 73 points, 2 ahead of the Islanders, but 6 points ahead of the Red Wings, so that's at least nice to see. Matthews going off. Those line changes seem to work well for us. We're going to head into the trade deadline, see if we can replicate the trade that we had made with Arizona for Barrett Hayton. So we'll do that and see if we can get it done again. Alright guys, so we were able to replicate the trade with Arizona, getting Barrett Hayton in exchange for Sharangovich and a 4th. Actually less than, I believe we sent over another player to them before our save got botched. But you know, actually pretty big trade there as well already. Lingering there, going to the Sabres in exchange for a first. Pretty hefty haul there for the Rangers. All right, then we're trying to do our 1-to-1 swap again with Colorado, trying to get Driedger here. Hill there, his number is .904 and a 3.14, as opposed to Driedger there, who, the save percentage not much higher, but the goals against average being under 3 is pretty nice to see. He could be a good backup, so see if this goes through for us. And there we go. All right, guys, so the trade deadline has passed. Take a look and see what else went down here. McLeod going to Detroit, Ruzicka there to LA, Nolan Patrick going to the Wild, Patrice Bergeron there going to the Chicago Blackhawks, and wow, Pittsburgh got a first-round pick for him there. Nice haul there. Let's see, Zach Hyman there going to the Jets, and Edmonton gets a first. Wow, they get another first. Wow, so Edmonton is kind of selling out here. Texier, Boquist, and Labushkin going to the Devils. We just traded away Blankenberg. He wasn't playing, so got a fifth. Might as well. Josh Manson and Mahura going to Detroit. Matt Murray there going to the Hurricanes. Matt Dumba going to the Panthers. Wow, yeah, Edmonton is selling. Oh my goodness. Bouchard and Nugent Hopkins to the Bruins. Wow. There was our 1-to-1 for Driedger. Jari there going to Colorado, so that's probably why they were fine trading him to us. And then our trade for Hayton and the Lindgren trade. So pretty active deadline, lots of big trades. Edmonton is selling hard, even with McDavid still on their team. Poor guy. And let's get back to the season. All right, guys, so we end the season here. We did not make the playoffs, and you want to know what's the most frustrating thing about this is we missed it by 1 point. So we were 3 behind the Boston Bruins, and if you look at the Metro here, like, really, I mean, come on. 1 point. One more win and we could have had that last wildcard spot. Like, that just grinds my gears. Can see our lines here. That top line, though, was really good. Nylander here went a minus 25. Like, literally, what the heck, dude? Brant Clark outscored him. Like, that should not happen. That just should not happen. Minus 25. He was literally our worst player this season in terms of defensive play. Poirier and Robertson there, not the best, but also they did improve as the year went on. Take a look at our defensemen here. Yeah, so like our defense was relatively okay. Minus 9 there from Liljegren, not great, but otherwise like not terrible. Goalies, yeah, Gustafsson didn't play well at all for us. I'm wondering how Driedger did for us though. So he went 4-2, so he was decent, but you know, Gustafsson had a pretty good year last year and then just absolutely kicked the bucket this year. Like, see the difference in the numbers there, like wow. And he played the exact same amount of games. That's crazy. I do not understand this sim, but that just really sucks. Let's just take a look at the league here. So yeah, that's McKinnon just went off there. Meyer and Bedard tearing it up too. McDavid there doing what McDavid does. Defense here, Makar leading the way again, plus 43, 95 points. Pretty cool. Goalie Spencer Knight leading the way with 44 wins. Best save percentage is Skinner with a .919. He's on the Ducks, actually. Best goals against for a starter, also Stuart Skinner. So going to the Ducks, he could be walking away with the Vezina this season. All right, now since we didn't make the playoffs, this simulation with the Leafs has been so frustrating. So we're absolutely going to have to make some moves on the offseason. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, but we'll just sim out to the draft and just see what the playoff picture looks like. All right, so take a look at the draft lottery. Calgary picking first, San Jose, Arizona, Pittsburgh, and Vegas getting the top 5. No changes, no big jumps there. As you can see, Detroit getting the 15th pick from us, so, not terrible, but it is what it is. And just to take a look at the retired players, Alex Ovechkin calling it quits. Played his entire career with Washington, which is cool to see. Kopitar there, Malkin, Giroux, Kessel, Burns, Carlson as well, plays his whole career with the Capitals. Letang, Doughty, so huge retirement class here. Pietrangelo there, Barry. Take a look at the goalies. So Fleury, Varlamov, Jones, all retiring this season. And the 2027 Stanley Cup champions are the Chicago Blackhawks. And look at the run that they put. They just were steamrolling over everyone in the West before taking down the Devils in 6 games. And just take a quick look at the awards here. Individual awards, McKinnon there, Hart, and the Art Ross there. Makar with a 2nd straight Norris. McKinnon also Lady Byng. Ogren with the Calgary. Bedard gets the Conn Smythe. Skinner does get the Vezina. Luukkonen with the William Jennings. Wu gets the Masterson. Arizona coach Jack Adams. Barkov, 2nd straight Selke. McKinnon, Ted Lindsay, and the Maurice Richard. Oh my gosh, so he just cleaned up. Wow. All right, just looking at the draft here, we're picking number 47. Might try to trade up a little bit, but we'll see. Just go through the top 5 here. 82 medium elite. Sharks get another 82 medium elite. Arizona with an 80. Penguins also get an 80. And Vegas gets a 78 medium elite. So we're just going to go to our pick here, I guess. I don't think we're going to trade up because I think we're going to make some moves in the offseason instead. Alright guys, so with our first pick, I'm just going to like Aiden Pollock. This draft class is not that great. So he's got guaranteed 3 years ETA, 50-50 medium elite. Similar style to John Carlson. Stats look okay. Doesn't look terrible, but we'll see. And he's a top 4D. Alright, medium top 4. Not bad. Not a bad pick at all coming out of the 2nd round. Alright, next we're going to select Mitchell Doherty. 50-50 low elite. Almost good, solid chance at 4 years ETA. Again, stats look pretty decent here. 79th overall. What's the worst he could be? Low top 6. Not bad in the 3rd round. 62 overall. So pretty on par for what's been going here. Alright, next we're going to take Remo Oliveira here. 50-50 medium starter. 5 years ETA. So he's going to be, lower rated. Chance at superstar ability, so always got to take a chance when you see a potentially good goalie here in the draft. And survey says fringe medium starter. All right, so not terrible, no X factors, which kind of sucks, but you never know with goalies in this game. All right, next we're select Isaiah Reitz, 50-50 medium top 6, pretty good shot at 4 years ETA. Attributes look pretty interesting here. Stats look decent. 143rd overall. And he's a low bottom 6, so that pick sucked, and moving on. Alright, next we're select Rich Pitton here, again, taking a chance on a goalie. It says 50-50 AHL starter, but I don't know, his stats look like pretty decent. I feel like he could be higher than this. Might as well take the chance. Medium backup. Okay, 60 overall though in round 5. Not terrible, and again, you just never know with goalies in this game. Alright, next we'll select Joshua McCarron here. 50-50 low elite, 5 years ETA. Likely not going to be that, but again, 175th overall. And he's a low top 6. Alright, so could have been worse. Alright, with our last pick, we're going to take Warren Joseph here. Pretty good shot being low top 6. Potentially could be not that. And he's a low top 9. So 7th round, not absolutely terrible. And that's going to do it for the draft for us. First pick was pretty decent, but not the best draft class. Alright, so we re-signed Barrett Hayton for 1 year. He was actually pretty good for us on depth, so good signing there for us. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, get ready because we just made a massive trade. Take a look at our contracts and see who you notice is on here. That is right. We traded for Shane Wright. Welcome to the Maple Leafs. 2 years left, $7.5 million. notice who's not on our roster anymore, and that is Willie Nylander. You know, his trade value was going down. He dropped in rating. Didn't have a good year for us at all. We actually had moved him back up onto the second line later in the season to see if that could like spark him, but he just did not play well at all. So he's gone. He also doesn't have great defensive stats. Shane Wright does, however, though. Look at the defense. 5 stars. God bless. What a great player. Younger too, so we can sign him long term. So yeah, what a great signing for us. And we're gonna go mess around in the free agency. We got 30 million in cap space to mess with here. All right, so one small trade I'm trying to make is Jake Neighbors to Chicago for Boone Jenner. Might have to throw in a draft pick here to sweeten the deal a bit, but I think for a fourth line, bringing in a veteran like Jenner would be good. He's got really, really great on faceoffs and, you know, decent enough defensive stats. So let's see what they say to this. And okay, easy does it. All right, guys, so we got some free agent signings here. The only thing we really needed to shore up was our defense. So, you know, we used that cap space and went after some higher rated defense guys that I think will be good for us. So Martin Faravari there accepts our offer. I believe we sent him a 2-year offer. Logan Thompson also accepted. We gave him 2 years at about, you know, 2.4 or something. So pretty good contract, and he'll be a backup, but he's also an 84 overall. So if worse comes to worse, he can also be our starter as well. Okay, guys, wow, check this out. So we signed Victor Hedman for a 1-year deal. Overpaid him a little bit. It's like $10.7 million or something, but 1 year to bring in a veteran defenseman like him, I think that's worth it. All right, and our final signing here is Brett Pesce, bringing him for 2 years. Nice veteran demon, really great option for just shut down defensive style. Great signing for us. And something I thought might be cool to do is just take a look at the free agent signings and see if there have been any big signings here. As you can see, Ottawa got something massive there. 4 first-round picks. Oh my gosh, Washington signed that Koskinen guy. That was that franchise-level guy. So they got hit. Wow, that is massive. Marchand to Seattle, D'Angelo to Calgary. Let's see, anything else here? Anaheim there, signing Michkov to a 4-year deal. Wow. Let's take a look here. Lehkonen 3 years to the Jets. Cole Eiserman signing with Chicago for 7 years. Big signing there. They got him locked up. Girard to Calgary for 4 years. Tarasenko to Buffalo. Marino to Carolina for 4 years. Kochikov signs 4 years in Edmonton. Deneau to Colorado. Tavares, they're signing with Detroit. 2 years. Patty Kane still playing. Oh my god. 2 years in Nashville. Drake Batherson signs with Washington. Evan Bouchard, they're signing with the Predators. Leo Carlson signing there with Seattle. And Quinn Hughes, 6-year deal with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's see, anything else? Brandon Carlos, 6 years to the Blues. And Zuccarello, 2 years to the Kings. Can't believe that guy's still playing. So some big signings here. Bergeron there to the Devils as well. But I like the way we filled out our team, and I think we're ready to go to the next season. All right, guys, so here we are, ready to head into our 5th season with the Leafs after a really disappointing 4th year not making the playoffs. If this team does not make the playoffs this season, I might honestly retire from franchise mode because look at how good this team is. I mean, there is no way that this team just doesn't play well. I mean, like, look at the depth right down the middle on our centers. Like, our top 6 is absolutely stacked. Bottom 6 looks really good too. You know, I could change that, but for chemistry's sake, I want to keep Hayton on the 3rd line there. I mean, that's just a gross forward core here. And defense looks really good too. Hedman and Clark on the first pairing. Yikes for the other team. Then Sandin and Pesce on the second pairing. Fleury and Faravari locking it down. I'm a little skeptical about Fleury here, only because he's a 79, but I'm going to monitor him throughout next season and see how he's doing. But so far, you know, I don't see any issue with him right now. As for goalies, Gustafsson gonna be starting again. Hopefully he can have a bounce back year with Thompson backing him up, 83 overall. So should have a pretty good goaltending tandem. And, you know, again, this team just looks really good. If we are not in the playoffs this season, I really will be truly speechless. All right, so Gustafsson's asking for a contract extension, 2 years. He came down in price. I'm going to see if we can get him maybe 3.8 for 2 years might be fair, and see what he'll say to this. All right, next I'm going to send a contract extension to Fedorov here. He's asking for 3 years. Going to see if he'll take 3 at 3.1. That way he'll still be an RFA, and pretty cheap contract for a guy who's going to develop really nicely for us. All right, so we gave Blaine a 1-year extension just to keep him an RFA. 85 overall at 22. He could develop quite nicely for us, so we want to keep around and see what he can do for us. And Gustafsson also accepted. Really, really nice there. Get him at a nice discount from his asking price. 2 more years of a really good goalie, so hopefully he can bounce back for us. And there we go. Fedorov renewed his contract with us, so these are all really good signings, I think, if you look ahead to our future decisions we have to make. Obviously Clark and Shane Wright, or not Clark, I mean Shane Wright and Velarde are coming up in a couple seasons, so you know, I like that. That'll give us some time to qualify Blaine, but Fedorov here, those 3 years are going to be crucial for him, and still an RFA. So another thing I noticed is that Shane Wright is also an RFA, so that only works in our favor. So yeah, I like the moves that we made this season. And again, just take one more look at our lines for next season. This team looks so good. Like, I keep coming back to the fact that if we don't make the playoffs, I will be truly speechless. I will not know what to say about this game if this team right here doesn't make the playoffs, because this team is way too good to not make the playoffs. I mean, good goalies and just a absolutely stacked forward lineup here. So with that being said, we're going to hope for the best in Season 5. We need a bounce back year. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. The support helps me out a ton. I appreciate every single one of you. And until the next video, have a good one, y'all.